And welcome to another day and afternoon venue with our host Martin Stevens. Today we are going to interview one of the workers of Antornu City Hall's Monster District and also the mayor's daughter, Linda Johnson. Good evening, Linda.
Good evening.
With all of this return of that Dr. Steele, it seems you know him very well. But how did you tell everyone that you know him?
It's a funny story. It all happened when I was hanging out with my friends. And suddenly someone put on the TV one of his live shows. I looked at it and then to my friends, I pointed at the screen and said I used to date this guy.
You dated him?
Yes, it was a long time ago. I met him at the toy factory while I was with my father. I saw him making one of his splendid toys. I was astonished with his creations. We talked for a bit. It seems that I found my better half. Mike had just caught me speaking with him. He was so happy to see me falling in love.
That's lovely.
Everyone in the city saw me with him. We used to hang out together. My favorite part of it was when we used to lay on the grassy hill at the outskirts, looking at the sea, and in that same place, I shared my first kiss with him.
The typical romance part in the villain's backstory.
He used to give me his brilliant toys as presents. He gave me that Basel baby, which I still kept it in my office.
I've heard that you and him were on TV one time, right?
Yes, it was during the fair. Finn was proud to present his toy robots.
You felt like the happiest woman in the world?
Well, not too much, but we all have to know that not everything is eternal.
Tell us what happened.
The beginning of the end happened when Finn began to put his designs at the toy factory. I told him that these toys were too dangerous for the children and that may result many recalls for that. But he told me that I was lacking of vision and imagination, that I was turned against him. I replied, "You have done that yourself. I have no choice to break up with him." His ideals and toys were going too far. He was so devastated after that.
Oh, that made the toy maker broke his heart.
It was sad, but I had to do it. And days after I broke up, I heard the horrible news that he burnt the toy factory as a revenge for firing him.
And after that incident, you met him again.
My father found Finn at Preston Windsor Psychiatric Hospital in Pennsylvania. He told me that he was a bit off of his mind. He asked if I wanted to visit him. I said no. He was not the man I used to know.
What a sad conclusion.
And then after I met Norvegicus and my boyfriend Oliver, I heard the news that he returned back to his plans to take over the world and all that jazz.
So that means you see him very often in the city.
Sometimes. He still remembers me, but according to him, he needs to get more focused on his plans. One time I saw him wandering in the night wearing that top hat and that Victorian outfit. Many people thought it was Mr. Goldtooth coming down to fetch some unfortunate person to kill.
Sometimes there's a ray of lovely sunshine when it comes to that.
Or an army of robots. The son of a gun released an army of robots attacking the city.
Never heard of that before. Interesting.
During that invasion, I found a sad robot. I didn't want to kill him, so I spared his life. I wasn't sure if it had a name, but I saw on his back the words 39 in it. Now this spot resides at my office, too.
What a nice thing of yours. My team and I found these photos about Dr. Steele, which were from his days as a toy maker and when he was captured.
Let me see it.
Oh, here's picture one.
I rarely saw him wearing that shirt and tie. He was a steampunkish kind of guy. Seeing that picture brings me back memories.
I know that nostalgia is now an overexploited drug to squeeze money from it.
You got it. It's overexploited.
And here's number 2.
I remember that photo. I couldn't believe that he'd do such thing. And let me tell you, I miss the old Finn, but now, well...
What happened?
I saw him wearing a tank top. I had to look away.
You were jealous.
Actually, no.
Anything you have to add?
No.
Well, that's for today's interview. Thank you for staying with us, Linda.
You are welcome.
Stay tuned, Cornians, because right after the commercial break, we are going to interview Noah Jacobs. You're not average good for the Arkan world.